please keep in mind that this has been going on for 10 plus months at this current moment. No, actually 11 months. This has been going on for 11 plus months at this point. I may have missed a detail, so I'm going to go watch over this recording with you, and I might pause it at some points to add some more detail. But this freaking gaslight has got to end because it has been affecting me, and as I have lost a bunch of friends due to them hearing that a moderator had said that I am being accused of this, and therefore no questions asked, no evidence shown, do not want to be associated with it, so therefore they removed me, and etc., which pushed this video. So hopefully this brings this nonsense to an end. Also, I will be putting a timeline in the video as to if it was before or after the fact, to hopefully help the viewer follow along. Okay, where to start? Alright, so I want to go a little bit before when crap went down, before I talk about what went down. Okay, so this is when groups, going all the way back to when groups first came out. Okay, so when groups first came out, I made my group Dragon period 1442 if you're interested. Let me move this ragdoll all the way. Sorry, I have to come back up here. The ragdoll pushed you off. Okay, so when groups first came out, I would go instance to instance, and then I would see someone with a dragon avatar or a dragon name, and I would immediately invite them. Right. And so as I was going instance to instance, I would occasionally get the random troll that would come up to me and be like, "Why are you inviting people to your group? No one wants to join your stupid group. No one wants to join your freaking stupid group, so I was like, why are you inviting people?" Right? And so, therefore, I would just start blocking them immediately or telling them to F off, and that I can invite whoever the hell I want, like anyone would do.
Understandable.
Okay, so fast forward a little bit. I decide to go to a Furry Hideout instance. I see about 4 people with a dragon avatar and X amount of people with dragon in their name, etc. And so I invited all of them, and as I was going down the list looking for dragon person, I apparently invited someone and they had declined it almost immediately, and I forgot my place on the player list, and so I would invite them again without realizing it. And so I invited someone with a dragon name and they declined it, and then I invited them again per se, and they didn't like that. Little to my knowledge, LT Shadow was in the same instance, which is the owner of Furry Hideout. So I'm just in Furry Hideout, I'm looking through the member list, so invite, right? And so just out of nowhere, he comes up to me, because apparently one of the persons I invited was like, "Hey, this guy's invited me to the group, he sent me 2 invites." And so Shadow comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, why you invited people to your group?" Like, and to me, that got the occasional troll that would come up to me and be like, "Hey, no one wants to join this stupid group," right? Instinctively went, "F off, bro, I can invite whoever the fudge I want." and little
bad timing situation.
Little did I know that was the owner of the Furry Hideout. Okay. Oh, hell broke loose after that. But before I get into that, I'm gonna rewind a little more, about 3 months earlier. Before that, this was before groups had came out. So and there was another instance where I would go into safe mode, and I have to mention this because it seems like nobody else, like PC players, like don't even consider this as a possibility. Safe mode makes it to where everybody's muted by default. And so I was having a quest issue at the time, and therefore I put myself on safe mode. And I went to the Furry Hideout, and granted, I was per se alone, feeling a bit alone, right? So I wanted to talk to a female presence. I know that sounds kind of, but I wanted to talk to a female presence. And if you play VR chat long enough, you know that freaking dudes like to pretend to be a female.
Yeah, I've seen a few actual people who actually do that pretty well. So
Yeah, so I was kind of sick of that. I was kind of sick of like talking to someone who I thought was female turning out to be a freaking dude later on, right? And so I found that it was more effective to ask for their sex instead of their gender, because every time I would ask for their gender, they'd be like, "Oh, I am female," when they're actually male. I'm not trying to be anti-LGBT or whatever. Like your choice, like whatever. But like, at the time I was just not having it. Like I wanted to talk to a biological female. Right. So I found it more effective going to Furry Hideout that when I asked them what their sex was, they would be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a biological female or biological male." And so I found it more faster, be like, "Hey," than asking, "Hey, what gender are you?" And then freaking wasting time, per se. So when I was in safe mode, it seemed like I guess I thought that I was like muted or whatever, but there was this one instance where I started typing instead of talking. And so here's what I would do. Here's a little bit of a demonstration on what I was doing. So I would go up to a person, say you, right? You'd grab I'd grab your attention, wait for you to gain attention, and then I would type this. There'd be a moment of silence, and then a moment of typing. A moment of typing. Like that. So it'd be now, sex, M/F question mark. With about the same amount of pauses in between.
yeah, pretty much give them a chance to read it.
Yeah. Okay. So I was in Quest. I'm on PC right now, so I can't really demonstrate this. But I was when I was asking it, I was petting their avatar, like everybody does in VR chat. I was like petting your avatar. If I put this in the video, clip the evidence part of me petting someone on the head here.
Even though I fell asleep.
Oh my god, Proxy, my dude, please block this man. He's wild. He's too much.
He was asking for he asked me what my sex was, that's why.
I know, I heard him, man. That shit's fucked up.
And wild.
Or he was asking if I was a female.
Yeah, man, that
Okay, so yeah, I would go up and I would pet their avatar and ask them that. So, when I did that, when everybody was muted, apparently there was a moderator behind me telling me, or like just in the distance saying, "Hey, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop!" And I was ignoring them because they were muted, and I don't think they realized that at this point. Right. So the moderator was coming up, telling me to stop, I guess, petting the person I was petting because apparently they were a minor and I didn't realize it.
Oh, that's
Yeah. So he no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. So one of the moderators apparently saw when I had typed that part, and immediately was like, "Oh, what? This guy over here is asking a minor for sex," and so it left to go talk to one of the higher ups without giving me a chance, without giving the chat a chance to switch to the M/F question mark. And so in the video has the moderators going talking to each other. Oh yeah, so this guy's going around asking people for sexual favors, right? And then he comes up to me where I'm petting him on the head, and in the video you could clearly hear here.
He's too much.
He was asking for what my. He asked me what my sex was. That's why.
I know. I heard him, man. That shit's fucked up.
And wild.
Or he was asking if I was a female.
He's too much.
He was asking for what my. He asked me what my sex was. That's why.
I know. I heard him, man. That shit's fucked up.
And wild.
Or he was asking if I was a female.
Wild.
Or he was asking if I was a female.
That she was all like, no, he's not asking for that. He's asking if I was female. But since I was muted, I couldn't hear everyone in the background saying, "Oh, bro, block him. That's messed up." And even after she had clarified that I was asking for gender, they like completely ignored her and was like, "Oh, bro, that's still effed up."
Please block this man. He's wild. He's too much.
He was asking for what my. He asked me what my sex was. That's why.
I know. I heard him, man. That shit's fucked up.
And wild.
Or he was asking if I was a female.
Yeah, man. That.
Or whatever. Okay, so that happened 4 months prior. So basically, so as I was watching this, I noticed I didn't really give a chance to include the entire clip. So I'm just going to go ahead and pause it here and show you guys the entire evidence clip that they love to use.
Fine, look.
Wait. That shit, I was logging somebody else. There's a BOS member in here.
So he came up to us. You know how I was wearing the dragon avatar? He came up to us and was just like, sex now.
Okay.
And then he went, I think, and asked someone else, and they were a minor. So that's why I think they initiated the kick. That's why I thought you did. But if you were doing something else, someone else must have initiated it.
No, I initiated the kick on the BOS member.
Was that Dark Wolf?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, that's the whole reason. I think he heard it too.
What's going on is that the thing that's going on at the moment is that the dude is asking the 16-year-old multiple questions, like trying to contact her on Discord and ask her what's her sex and all that, what's her sexuality, trying to contact her.
I'm just gonna lay here again, even though I fell asleep.
Oh my god, Proxy, my dude. Please block this man. He's wild. He's too much.
He was asking for what my. He asked me what my sex was. That's why.
I know. I heard him, man. That shit's fucked up.
And wild.
Or he was asking if I was a female.
Yeah, man. That.
Is that all he was asking?
Bro, no. This man was asking for like
the invasive
stuff,
techniques,
you know, like some
the invasive
stuff with,
techniques,
like
like download viruses on your computer to tell how old you are, and if
Yeah,
No.
what's her sex, meaning what's her gender?
Bro.
I'll catch you. Don't jump.
He walked up to her and typed, "Sex now." He did that to me too, and my friend.
I'll catch you. I promise.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see that part.
Fine, look.
Wait, Ethan,
That shit, I was logging somebody else. There's a BOS member in here.
So
Someone reported that video. They saw it. They didn't see anything wrong with it to the point where they decided not to ban me for a whole 5 months. Right? Okay, so now fast forwarding back to the groups. Now groups came out and I was inviting people, and then I go into a furry hideout, which I'm not on the ban on the site at this point. No one has came up to me and said, "Hey, Spire, you're not supposed to be here," or nothing. So I was freedom at that point. So I will go into a furry hideout and invite people to my group, and then LT Shadow comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, why you invite people to your group?" And then I was like, "Bro, F off, I can invite whoever the hell I want." And I freaking became a threat to his ego that day, apparently, because he kicked me out, right? And so when he kicked me out, I was like, well, screw it, I'll just invite everybody now. And I like, you can't tell me who the hell to invite and who I can't invite. So I went into retaliation mode. And I went to another furry hideout instance and started inviting everybody, even if they didn't have a dragon avatar or a dragon name. I just went down the whole freaking member list and invite, right? And so he comes into the instance again. He found out what instance I was, and he comes in there and he kicks me out again. And then I was like, okay, well, fine, I'll just join another one. Like, I could do this all day. Right? So I joined another instance. Invite. Right? So he comes up to me again, and he's like, you still at it, Spiral? You still at it? You see that Discord over there? It has 2,000 people in it. Like, the way you invited people to your group in my world. And that pissed me off, and so I was like, bro, I have a freaking Discord with 2,000 people in it too. Like, F off. Like, who cares? And so I joined another instance, and I invite everybody in there. But when I joined that instance, Shadow had joined my Discord, like the fact check the 2,000 people claim. So he joins my Discord, realizes that there's only 500 in it at the time, and so he comes back to the instance that I was in. He comes back up to me. He's like, what happened to the 2,000 people, Spiral? I thought you had 2,000 people. And then I was like, bro, well, we got hacked. Like, look at hashtag history. Like, break the screenshot up there on this part. Just proof that we did, in fact, have almost 2,000 people in it. So I was like, bro, we did have 2,000 people in it, but we got hacked, and we've got 500 people back within the first 30 days. Like, how long did it take for you to get 2,000 people? 5+ years, right? So then he bans me. No, he didn't ban me at this point. He kicked me out. Sorry, I paused the video because I forgot to include that when I told him that we had got hacked, he had came in and saw that there was only 500 or whatever, and then he in chat had said that he was glad that we had got hacked, and then he had got banned from my server. And so I joined another instance, and then one of the group people had started a group instance, and there was like about 20 people in there. And so as I'm joining another instance, about ready to invite everybody, some people from the group came to me and was like, Spyro, LT Shadow is in the group right now, telling them to leave the group because you're a pedo.
LT Shadow is currently in our group page.
Really?
Remember?
Alright, let's go there.
I get enough.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, bad. Apparently, LT is in the group instance harassing.
Yeah, he's currently in there. He's currently in there. He's saying like you have explicit proof that you were sexually harassing a minor and not asking for their gender and asking for sexual relation.
Right. Alright, let's go in.
And he's trying to say that he reported it to VR chat, like the company itself, the place itself.
They should have done it earlier if they had the information.
Yeah, that was like months ago.
Y'all wanna go?
And
Y'all wanna go in there?
Video, if it's the same one you sent me in the video, literally 2 other people are sitting there saying that's
They
not
have
what I
2
meant.
of them. They said
wanna
they
go?
had 2 videos.
I hope VR chat does look at it.
They
so
told
can see
me
that
they couldn't
I
send
was
me the
one
second
being
one,
harassed.
so I was like, I can't exactly make an opinion because he won't send me the other video, and so I was like, okay.
Exactly. I asked him to send me the video, and he said it was explicit. Like, how can I get the proof that he was actually trying to sexually harass if it's explicit? If it's so explicit, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
There's someone else
I see it as
who
bullshit
messaged me.
because it's not showing.
Server, just trust me.
My whole family's short.
No, I
Let's
want to
go there.
see it.
Let's
I
go
want
there.
to see
Let's go
proof.
there.
I don't care how explicit it is. I'm gonna call bullshit until bullshit is proven bullshit.
Right. Wait, did he get rid of the instance? The instance is no longer there.
It's there.
I don't
Oh
see the
yeah, he
instance.
did. He
You
did.
probably can't see it because you're actually banned.
No, he deleted the instance. He did.
Or everyone left.
Wait. Yeah,
Everyone might
he
have-
deleted the whole entire instance. He deleted the instance.
I don't think he deleted it. I think just
No.
everybody left. Let me see where Sarah's at now.
No, there was 6 people left in there. And they were all talking with each other. He deleted the whole instance.
Honestly, it just sounds like more like a miscommunication situation on his part. He didn't get the full context, and was just kind of jumping guns.
Yeah.
But
So
with that,
basically, I said no to his ego. Now he's like, oh, you know what? I have this video that was reported 5 months ago. This video is now relevant. This video that we decided to do nothing on. All of a sudden, now that he said no to my freaking ego, my freaking god complex, oh, well, now this video is going to be used against him.
Unfortunately, people have very, very fragile egos, and especially on the internet and in the furry fandom.
Yeah,
They're not with
let me
me,
continue
they're
before
against me.
I forget. I'm sorry. The stories. There's more. Oh no, wait. There's more. And so, okay, so I had a friend come up to me. I have a video of this, so I'll play it now.
LT Shadow is currently in our group page.
Really?
Remember?
Alright, let's go there.
I get enough.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, bad. Apparently, LT is in the group instance harassing.
Yeah, he's currently in there. He's currently in there. He's saying like you have explicit proof that you were sexually harassing a minor and not asking for their
Okay, now we come back. Okay, so as you see in the video, one of the people that were in the group instance comes to me and they're like, "Bro, LT Shadow is in the group instance right now, calling you a pedo." And so then I was like, "Well, bro, go back in there, ask him for evidence, right?" And so it turns out that he had killed the instance, so he just removed the instance completely. Right, and so I had
blowing smoke at that point.
Yeah, and so I had a couple friends that were friends with him, and I was telling them what was going on, and so I got them to ask him what was going on, and apparently they had added each other on Discord, or they were already friends or whatever, and so they were asking what's up, right? And they sent screenshots back of what he was saying, and he was legit calling the freaking pedo card. He's like, "Oh yeah, the dude himself was being a pedo or whatever." And so when they asked for evidence, he would send them that video of me petting someone on someone's avatar, asking for what gender they were.
That doesn't really have any footing. You're
exactly,
them,
exactly,
like, hey, male or female, not knowing the age of the individual.
Exactly, and when people tell him that, when he sends the video to someone and I get them to, apparently they like don't even question it further, and so when I get them to question it, like, hey, so how does me petting someone on the avatar equate to being pedo? Oh, well, because their bio said that. Like, so what? People on freaking VR chat pet people's avatars, like, just because I failed to read their freaking bio, like, whoopee. Oops.
It's a standard furry fandom thing. If you like someone's avatar and you have able to move your hands, you just, I can give you head pats.
Exactly.
It means nothing.
Exactly. And when people tell Shadow that, all he has been saying is, oh, well, there's another video, but it's explicit, so we can't share it to you.
Sounds like horseshit.
Exactly. And so he literally shot himself in the foot with that, and he's been helping my group grow, because when he did that, he didn't realize that I had a bunch of witnesses, and because of that, we had a group meetup, and everybody in the group was wearing my avatar, and we actually have a group photo over here of when that happened.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and play this video, which is a video of when this happened. So go ahead and play that one now.
Wishes to do the Nazi salute.
Oh, I must have done this and then left them like that.
I think we're going for the white.
Keep posing to assert dominance.
You know it, right?
Wait, I got you.
Fucks 9-1 for the ass.
T-pose!
Is
this good enough for you?
Let's go.
Emo.
Okay.
T-pose.
Alright, let's go to the mirror.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
Something we should do.
Goodbye, frames. It was nice knowing. Goodbye, frames.
I can't tell which one you are. I'm just gonna hold on to you.
We're all just gonna T-pose.
Your arms aren't long enough.
Everybody's all together.
Give me a
It's
second.
super crazy.
Give me a second.
Crackhead.
Emo.
I'll get my camera. Bro, you know what would be funny if all of y'all stay in this avatar and just go into a freaking furry hideout world with all of you.
Dude, they would mass ban us.
You know what?
Do I need to put on my harness?
We should just throw a
Hold on.
portal for
Okay,
the
go to emotes and
most
then hold
populated
down on the
furry
side.
hideout and just
Hold down
all
on
jump
side.
through it.
All promoting the dragging group.
Oh, my leg. No, my leg. What the fuck?
My leg!
You okay?
No, I'm not. I can't get a good pose. My base stations are shitty. There we go.
Me. Yeah, be a crack. I'm gonna hold on.
Alright, different pose.
Backflip,
Grab
bro.
your hair.
Wishes to do the Nazi salute.
Oh, I must have done this and then left them like that.
I think we're going for the white.
Keep posing to assert dominance.
You know it, right?
Wait, I got you.
Fucks 9-1 for the ass.
T-pose!
Is
this good enough for you?
Let's go.
Emo.
Okay.
T-pose.
Alright, let's go to the mirror.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
Something we should do.
Goodbye, frames. It was nice knowing. Goodbye, frames.
I can't tell which one you are. I'm just gonna hold on to you.
We're all just gonna T-pose.
Your arms aren't long enough.
Everybody's all together.
Give me a
It's
second.
super crazy.
Give me a second.
Crackhead.
Emo.
I'll get my camera. Bro, you know what would be funny if all of y'all stay in this avatar and just go into a freaking furry hideout world with all of you.
Dude, they would mass ban us, dude.
You know what?
Do I need to throw my harness?
We should just throw a
Hold on.
portal for
Okay,
the
go to emotes and
most
then hold
populated
down on the
furry
side.
hideout and just
Hold down
all
on
jump
side.
through it.
All promoting the dragging group.
Oh, my leg. No, my leg. What the fuck?
My leg!
You okay?
No, I'm not. I can't get a good pose. My base stations are shitty. There we go.
Me. Be a crack. I'm gonna hold on.
Alright, different pose, different pose.
Backflip,
Grab
bro.
your hair.
Backflip.
He's on the picture.
I got your ear.
Oh,
Pull the ear away. What the heck?
I told you, I got your ear.
Guy above me, come down a little bit.
I also forgot to mention in here that this is when Shadow went down to the level of petty where he would ban anyone who would wear my avatar. And not realizing that one of the people that made my avatar that we were all wearing was part of their own staff team, which got demoted for making me an avatar and associating with me. And so yeah, when that was happening, he would get so petty to the point where he would ban anyone wearing my avatar from Furry Hideout. And there's even another person that came up to me saying that they were being harassed to take the avatar off. So anyone who would wear my avatar, and I don't know if he's still doing it today, but back then when this was fresh, anyone wearing my avatar going to the Furry Hideout, they would come up back to me and say that, oh hey, I'm being harassed for wearing your avatar. They would come up to me and say, this, play clip now.
I know from Sappho's avatar. They just straight up ripped it.
Oh, the thing I just told you?
Yeah.
That I had somebody come up to me and be like, yo, you need to get out of that avatar in that group because you're gonna get banned on the spot if they think that you're the actual Q Dragon. But if they decide to ban me without looking at my username, then maybe they shouldn't be moderators in the first place. It hasn't happened yet. So I'm not accusing anything. But
That sounds like a petty attempt.
I'm not wrong, am I?
For no reason.
No,
Yeah.
literally, you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong about what?
He's not wrong.
Oh. Yeah, bro, that's getting ridiculous over there. Freaking calling me a pedo, no, with the evidence that I showed you, which isn't really evidence at all.
White and blue dragon, get the fuck out. You're not welcome here. You're worse than Sappho.
That is just next level petty, bro. That is next level.
That hey, this person came up to me and said I need to take the avatar off or I'm gonna get banned on site. And there's another person that said there was a bunch of people that ended up wearing my avatar, went to Furry Hideout, and LT Shadow had went in there and just killed the instance, and then started realizing that there was people in the group in there that wasn't wearing my avatar, and he would kick them out too, solely for being in the group.
And then all of a sudden I was kicked. I was like, what?
I celebrate both days.
Wait, so what happened? What'd you guys do?
So a bunch of people joined with your avatar, and actually LT Shadow showed up. I blocked him. Yeah. Everyone was just chilling and nothing was going on. Actually, more of an issue, there was a bunch of penguins running around calling people the F word. So, apparently you are worse than someone running around calling people the F word and the N word.
They're gonna spin around kicking everyone with
Right, and then he picked up on some of us weren't wearing your avatar, and was like, "Oh, just because they're in drag and I'm banning them, kicking them." And it's like, you know, there's like thousands of people in that group. You're gonna kick everyone in VR chat at that point.
He shot himself in the foot and you don't even realize he's bleeding.
Oh heck yeah! It's whatever. When you do that in VR chat, you're gonna what?
I would have this one person though.
Yeah, so
sounds like he has an ego complex. So.
Yeah, exactly, and that's it. I mean, I thank him for having it, because if it wasn't for that, my group wouldn't have popped out like it did. Like he literally shot himself in the foot and didn't realize it.
What have you done so bad that the person like hates you so much?
He had a miscommunication situation happen where, you know how like in most furry groups you just get the typical like, oh, I gave you a head peck, so I think your avatar is cute. Not knowing it was someone who was a kid, just saying, hey, I like your avatar, pet, pet, pet. Took that out of context and simply worded with it.
And so, yeah, so that happened, and then fast forward to about like 10 months later. I also forgot to mention this part, that there was a bunch of furry hideout staff that were telling me that they are required to kick anybody that is on the ban on site list, and if they do not follow the ban on site list, and if they associate with anyone on the ban on site list, then they are at risk for demotion. I've had multiple furry hideout stuff, Nerbs, Ducketh, some other names, tell me that they friggin' regret having to kick me out when they are in there, and that they are not allowed to associate with me. However, I did not get proof of them saying that. Not all of them, at least, but I did get evidence of one of them at least admitting to saying that they are not allowed to associate with me because I am on the ban on site list. And that would be corbelle evidence shown here in a bit. I had a friend named Corbelle, and I had told him that, I mean, I think he was considering like partnering with my group or whatever, and then I was telling him that, well, hey, just so you know, Shadow don't like me over petty drama, right? And then a couple months later, he blocks me and removes me out of nowhere. But I was still in his group, so he hosted a group meetup, and then I went into his group meetup to see what was up, because I knew it was freaking Shadow trying to like pull something. And so I go into the group instance, and I ask Corbelle, I was like, hey, did they actually show you evidence? He's like, oh yeah, bro, they showed me evidence. And then I knew exactly what video it was. It was the one petting me on the head. So apparently, because when I told him about it, I didn't mention the video. I just figured that he would come to me once he was actually shown the video and like talk about how it was like stupid. But apparently it was good enough for him to be like, oh crap, yeah, they have something on Spiral. Like, damn, okay, I can't associate with him no more. So yeah, so I went into the instance. I asked him, hey, so did you actually get any evidence? All right. And he's like, yeah, bro, they showed me the videos, but let's not talk about it right now. And I was like, well, you know, I didn't say this, but I was like, it's either talk about it now or never, because they're never going to want to talk to it. This is the only chance I'm going to get to talk about it. So I pushed it, and I was like, so how the hell is me petting someone on the head evidence of being pedo? And he's like, well, their bio was 16. I was like, okay, so then you're gonna have to ban everybody on freaking VR chat, because everyone freaking does that on especially the freaking furry fandom.
Not everyone checks freaking bios at all. It's kind of helicopter parenting.
And it's like, even if I did check the bio, like freaking head patting is just a default thing in the furry community. Like I have yet to meet someone that doesn't freaking head pat someone on the freaking avatar. But anyway, so I tell him that, and he's like, oh well, there's another video. And then I knew it was the freaking me asking for the gender or whatever, and so I pushed him on that. I was like, okay, so how the hell is me asking somebody for their freaking gender and their age being pedo? And then you could kind of tell he was like the little flabbergasted and didn't know what to say about it. So he's all like,
because asking someone for their age just determines what conversations.
Yeah, and so you knew he was like, okay, well, that's a good point, because he took the person, one of the Furry Hideout staff, janieuwu. He took him, and he's like, oh, you know what? Let's go into Discord voice chat with Shadow right now. And so he brought the points that I had made up to Shadow. And they were sitting in voice chat for like a good 15 minutes. And we'll play this clip. Second.
Sparrow. Like the thing is, first time we met, I was asking you, how old are you? And the reason why is, I personally don't ever want that happen something like that to me. And that's the reason why I'm asking every time I see someone new that I'm interested on.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue the story. I'm sorry. I'm kind of recording too. Just let me finish it. I'll answer questions or whatever later. Okay, so yeah, so they go into the voice chat with Shadow, and this is like 10 months later of freaking people. It is the worst case of sheeping I've ever seen in my life, because I had a friend just recently, in fact, that was a friend with me for 10 plus months, and I could have swore has seen the freaking evidence that was on my Discord countering this bullcrap, and with everything that I've already told you. And so this one person goes to Furry Hideout that was literally just in the group meetup, and I get kicked. And so he asks the moderator, he's like, why did Spyro get kicked? And he sends me a Discord message saying, oh, well, Spyro, this is true, you need to clean up your image. I also forgot the fact that when I went to ask the Furry Hideout moderators for evidence and had friends go up there and ask, and when they knew that they were friends with me, they would say, oh, well, we don't talk about bans here. Like, so much for that. Because they clearly do talk about, they clearly are telling anyone who asks the freaking pedo card. Here's the screenshot for evidence. After all that talk of, oh, we don't discuss bans, oh, but you'll discuss this one, right? And he's all like, well, you need to clean your image or whatever. And it's like, cleaning up an image requires something to be dirty, right? Like, you realize you went off of someone's word, right? You didn't get any freaking evidence at all. Well, Furry Hideout said it, therefore it must be true, because Furry Hideout said it, and Furry Hideout is more than just Shadow. Even though Shadow put someone on a ban on site list, everyone in the ban list, everyone in the staff list has to ban anyone that's on that list, no questions asked, or they get demoted. I even have a bunch of freaking Furry Hideout staff that literally regret kicking me every time they do, and they come up to me like, "Oh, Spyro, I'm sorry, I have to." And now apparently just recently I'm still getting freaking people that are like, "Oh, well, Furry Hideout said that you're on the ban on site for being pedo," even though we don't discuss bans, but we can give that detail out.
Sounds like he has a vendetta against you because he's being petty.
It is, and it's all over petty crap. But going back to Corbelle and one of the Furry Hideout staff going to Shadow and telling him the points that I had made, that how are those video evidences that was apparently good enough to block and remove me without a single word of my side. So I forgot to bring up the fact that when I was telling Corbelle this, I was telling them that the person that was in the video of which they kept providing people was literally in my Discord backing me up, saying that they have no idea what they are talking about when they said that when Shadow was claiming left and right that the quote member doesn't want us to share, but yet that member that was in the first video that he was using for all of his friends was in my Discord backing me up. And it's like, when he realized that, he's like, "Oh crap, let me pull something out of my butt. Oh, different person."
Gotcha. And then
Thanks for
do it.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah. What you want?
Oh, fuck.
All this hits it. Ow.
Good luck, Proxy. I don't know what's going on, but
I don't know what's going on, but okay, have fun.
Are you trying to create something?
It's okay.
Bro,
Not with this man.
You're not gonna believe what happened.
You have a girlfriend?
No, I mean yes, but that's not what I meant.
What?
Okay, so you remember that instance where those people were sitting there saying that I was trying to get you to do sexual stuff with me in that room?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
I think that was a month ago. Or a few weeks. I think it was a month ago, though.
A month, or you mean like more than a month ago? I thought it was like two.
It was. It probably was 2 or 3 months ago. It was a month ago.
Bro, you're not gonna believe this. So the creator of
What?
that world. So the creator of that world, right? LT Shadow. So I went in there and I was inviting people to my group, and he got so offended by that, he kicked me out, right? And then he followed me into 4 different instances just to kick me out, to stop me from inviting people to my group, right? He got so petty to the point where he tried banning me, right? So, but the fact that so I got banned, right? So it sent me to a little world where it said you've been banned by the owner or whatever. But I was still able to see everybody in the member list, so I was still able to send people invites, right? So instead of banning me, he puts on this little thing that on me. And it's like this red bubble with a big banner saying "Crasher, warning."
Oh yeah, it does
block
that.
me.
I know.
Right? So he put that on me.
Yeah.
And then he joins my group, goes to one of my group instances, starts harassing them, and telling them that, "Hey, you want to know something about Spyro?" And then he starts calling me a pedo, right? And so one of my friends asked him what was going on. He's like, "Oh, he's a freaking pedo. I have explicit evidence, right?" And then he sent a video of that moment where I was like petting you or whatever, asking you what you were. But in the video, you could hear in the background 2 people saying, "That's not what he meant," and you can even hear you saying, "That's not what he meant. He's asking if I was female or male," right?
Yeah.
And then my friend got after him for that. He's like, "That's not really relevant." And he's like, "Well, I have another one, but."
Oh my god.
But
scared me.
He's like, well, I have another one, but you don't want him to show it. As if he was friends with you
Me?
as well. Yeah.
Well, he put his beans in my face. I haven't done anything with you.
No, LT Shadow.
Yeah, I know. He put
I know.
he put his beans in my face once. He basically hung around me a lot. I don't have him added though.
Bro. It's so the fact that he was acting like a little child and he didn't have anything to actually ban me with, he's just like, oh well, I have this report X amount of time ago, I'm just gonna use that. Spyro's a pedo, so therefore he's banned now. Instead of, you know, taking up how much of a child he is, taking any accountability for that. So he's just like using the thing between you, and it's like they can't add you to ask if anything actually happened or not. That's the weird part.
And if they did ask me, I would literally tell them that you literally were only asking for my gender.
Yeah.
You just didn't know how to say it like it.
He's such a child.
Well, I can't really do nothing about it because he's not my friend. Plus, I can't have him unadd you because if I would have done that, I would have probably got banned.
Do you have Discord?
You have Discord? You know I have Discord.
Are you in my server?
No, I'm not in your server.
Oh, can you join my server? Because I posted a bunch of pictures and screenshots of everything that happened and what he's been saying about me. And like, he sent the video to one of my friends with you in it as well.
Okay, I would have to join it from your profile if you have it on your profile. It would make me freeze for like a few minutes at least.
Okay, yeah, it would just help me a lot if the person in question that they're accusing me of being a pedo too would join in and say, no, that's not it. It would really help my cause. If you know what I mean.
Alright. Give me a second.
Right.
Oh, it wants me to quit the app. Okay, I can't do it then. So, I'm gonna join it from Chrome. I can do it from Chrome.
Alright, and is it okay if I recorded that?
So
is it okay if I share
just,
that?
mirror dwelling, being nerds.
I was recording this.
You're good.
Alright, cool.
Damn, y'all got no life. That's what I'm saying.
Just like, oh yeah, that's good enough. Like, it took me to get to them to tell them like, hey, how is that evidence of the accusations that he's accusing me of? To get them to be like, I don't know. Like, let's ask him. And so they go into a voice chat and they bring up the points that I bring up. And about 15 minutes later, he comes back and he's like, and the thing that he goes, oh well, those videos aren't relevant. It's actually somebody else. We have a screenshot of you asking someone for sexual favors in screenshots.
That just sounds like half context.
Yeah, and so I tell Corbelle in the same video, I was like, okay, so did you get evidence of that? Oh, well, we can't because the member doesn't want us to share because of confidentiality. So a Shadow has the evidence. And I was like, okay, but have you seen the evidence? And he's like, no, because privacy or whatever. So you're freaking letting him gaslight me off of the quote trust me bro system. Now I want to fast forward a little bit because this is a 16-minute video, so I'm going to try to get the important parts in there, and then I will put the full clips in separate YouTube videos, and I will put them up over here if you want to watch the entire thing. But here is the admission from Corbelle that he is not, quote, not allowed to associate with the video that I've shown of petting someone on the head.
Thank you. I mean,
Actually, I believe I did timestamp these.
Corbelle just disappeared again.
Hey, can I add you on Discord?
450.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or can you add me on Discord? It's alright. At least someone knows about it. Maybe someone can tell them to knock it off. AKA Corbelle. I'm gonna meet you real quick. Yo, did you actually find the evidence?
Huh?
Did they actually show you evidence?
I don't know. I was just told I can't associate myself with you. Yes, I was shown the evidence. But we're not
Which
talking
wasn't
about
really
that here because
evidence.
we're in public. I saw what happened, yes.
So me going
But
like this to someone's
speci-
avatar is evidence of me being a pedo. How does that be a pedo?
Well, okay, you can't talk about that here, but I can say
Like he was
that
gonna let
this
me-
is not the furry hideout. You are allowed to be here, but in the furry hideout,
Like he was gonna give me a chance to talk later.
they've already made their final decision. We already spoke about it, and I can't do that.
why
But
did
you
you
are
remove
allowed
me?
to be here. I can't associate with you. I'm sorry, buddy.
Isn't it that sheeping?
How so? I saw what happened.
What
We're not
happened?
talking about it either.
Nothing
Janie's here, by the way.
How is going like this to someone's avatar being what Shadow is accusing me of being?
Doing that to an underage wait, I can't talk about this. We're done talking about this. Janie, I got Spyro Dragon
Bro,
here, by the
literally
way.
everyone in VR chat goes up to people's
We're
avatars.
done
and goes like
talking
this.
about it. We can talk about this later. You gotta
should
read
ban
bios
everybody.
first.
Everybody should be banned in the furry hideout if that's the case. Like really?
Anyway, Janie,
And how did they
we
know
gotta
that it
talk.
was underage? I could literally go up to you and go like this. Oh, I'm sorry. I
Okay,
didn't know you were
let's take-
underage.
okay, let's take this over. Let's go take this over here in private. Goddamn. Jesus. I know, I got Spyro Dragon here. I don't know who's blocking who. I got Spyro Dragon right here. I told him specifically he's allowed to be here because this is not the furry hideout. How? Okay, go ahead and unblock Janie. You're allowed to be here because this is not a furry hideout event. And the event of somebody being banned from a community, if that carries over to the next community, that's kind of biased. However, I did see what
Yeah,
happened.
no, we're
We all
not.
know what happened. We all saw what happened.
yeah.
The bio specifically
I may
said
be
their
hideout
age.
staff, but here I am biased as to Frachella.
Okay, well, the fact that
as long
y'all
as you
have
don't do
never
anything against Frachella,
y'all have
welcome
never
here.
came to get my side of that story. That is sheeping. That is
I
sheeping.
have no idea what the story even is, man.
Me going up to some random ass person going like this is not being pedo. Just because they so happen to be underage. Oh, sorry, didn't realize.
I remember now. No, I remember now.
okay.
Shadow has more evidence. It's just the other user themselves requested that it doesn't be shared with anybody else.
Yeah, that
and
person
no one
that's
else but
requested
Shadow
not
has
to be
that, so
shared
we
is in
can't
my
see.
Discord backing me up saying that they have
Yeah.
no freaking idea what the hell you guys are talking about when you say that.
Why haven't they contacted Shadow then?
Yeah, we need to hear about that.
It's
Have
in
them
my
contact
Discord. I
Shadow.
linked to
Also-
it. I linked to a
Have
message where
them-
they said
okay,
that they have no idea what Shadow's talking
address
about.
the
Yeah, all you
video.
did was
Let's
just pet me
address
on my
the
head.
video. Let's address the video. You were ignoring the staff that was telling you to stop. The person you were touching was underage in their bio.
So how
And
is
the
going
person
like
that you were touching was
So
also.
what?
I don't
How
care
is
if you
going
do
like
it.
this? How-
I don't
how is
care
going
if you.
like
I
this
don't
being
care if
pedo?
you do it. Now listen. The person that you were doing it to wasn't even acknowledging you. They were talking to our moderators who were filming at the time.
No, they weren't. They
as
were in
far
my
as that
Discord.
goes,
They're in my Discord.
as far
You
as
can
that
ask
goes,
them.
Have them DM me. Have them
Yeah.
DM me.
We'll
All
get this
then.
sorted if
I
they
could
can.
reach them
yeah,
still,
if they
but
could just
yeah,
talk
they're
about
They
it.
can verify with us.
I could, yeah, dude.
I'm
I
not
can see.
doing your
Join my
Discord.
Discord. I will send you my
If they
address.
really are backing you up, they'll them they can DM me. My name is janieuwu.
Go ahead and respawn.
Yeah, but you have to realize this
Take it
happened
easy.
months ago. I might not be able to reach them, but their messages are still there. I can link you to them.
As for
the
ban
cult member that
reasons
doesn't
and
want me to.
appeals-
As you can clearly see in this video, their Shadow has got to them that I am banned specifically for the petting of the head. Keep that in mind. Share is in my Discord saying, all Spyro did was pet me on my head. And in the first video, you can hear her saying, no, he's not asking for that. He's asking for my gender. You can hear in the first video of her saying that.
Shadow discussed with them personally is from what I've heard. And
which is a lie.
I was told to leave it at that. And I was told to leave it at that to do their privacy.
That
so
is
I'm going to
Also, when
respect
you
those
approached
wishes,
me-
and I'm not going to
When you
pry.
approached... go ahead.
No, I was just saying I'm not gonna pry, and if you want to appeal, we have a form that you can fill out, and then we'll review it.
What good is that going to do? When the freaking owner of it is being a petty little asshole.
I would like to say that the reason you said that you were banned from the Furry Hideout was not the reason. I found out later, because you specifically told me in DMs, this is why I unfriended you, that you got banned from the Furry Hideout because of a petty disagreement, that you were advertising your VR chat group. That you were advertising your VR chat group to spam. I do that all the time, and I never hear from moderators. But you were advertising your VR chat group, and you got banned on
people
site.
advertising their shit in the hideout.
I have videos.
That's why we have group instances.
Okay,
open.
let me explain my side. Well, again, from the start. Okay, so this is where it all went down. Okay, so the groups first came out. I went into a Furry Hideout instance. I invited everyone who had dragon in the name, wearing a dragon avatar. Record me if you want, because this is the same story I tell everyone. I went into a Furry Hideout instance and then saw some people with the dragon name. I invited them, and apparently one of them didn't like that, so they went up to Shadow and was like, "Hey, this guy's inviting people to their group or whatever." And so I go up. He comes up to me, and me, not realizing who he was, I thought he was just some random mother troll, just like tell me, "Hey, stop inviting people." So he says that to me, and then I'm like, "No, he was the owner." So I was like, "F off! I can invite whoever the hell I want to the group." And it starts harassing me. I have videos of this. I can send it to you. and people in my freaking group come to me like, "Oh, hey, Shadow's in the group instance right now, calling you a pedo." And I told them to, hey, go back in there and freaking ask for evidence, right? And then I guess they add each other at this point, and then he sends them the first video where I'm going like this to the one person's avatar. But remind you, that video was 3-4 months prior to him freaking banning me. So that was like 3 months ago from the point where he banned. So why didn't he ban me 3 months ago? Oh no, it's because I told him no. It's because I didn't respect his authority or whatever. So now he's like, oh well, I have this video that was reported to me 5 months ago, so now this is relevant. And even the person in the video, which
the reason why,
which is Proxy,
the reason why you told me you were banned on
didn't
site was because of the group thing, and then I found out later about the video. Now I may be an admin and.
Just to make sure I'm being recorded. So you can see right here that he originally unfriended and blocked me because of said first video, because I didn't mention it when I told him that, hey, there was a drama going down, because I didn't mention the video of me petting someone on the head. Therefore, that was good enough evidence that when Shadow had showed him it to block and remove me and say, oh, I'm not allowed to associate with you. Alright, keep watching.
Janie here might be a moderator. We can't do anything about it. You can do an appeal the proper way with a ticket, and we could talk to Shadow and just say, hey, please review this and give you a nudge. But that's pretty much as far as it goes between us. I'm sorry.
I'll do the appeal if somebody other than Shadow freaking looks at it, because I'm reporting to the person who freaking
appeals. He's the guy at the top. We can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. So why would I do an appeal when it's going to get denied as soon as the freaking
We can talk to him about it and say, hey, it was a misunderstanding. We also need evidence.
Corbelle,
we need to hear.
Corbelle, join owner's office. Join owner's office for me, please.
And this is when
we also need the evidence from the person. So try to get in touch with that person that says that it was not a problem. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to.
I'm going mute. I'm muting the entire game. I'm muting the entire game.
All the videos.
And then
so
he goes
I did-
group to group, telling the freaking group owners to ban me out of the group so I can't be in whatever. So it's like this is all over petty. This is just petty. That's all it is. Okay, so this is when they go into voice chat with Shadow, explaining to him exactly what I just told them, and they were in voice chat with him for almost 15 minutes. You notice that I only invite people to the group when I get. They're talking to him. They're talking to him. They're talking to him. I'm sitting there waiting. Blah blah blah. Okay, next video. Which is... Wait, what is this one?
You were petting. It was somebody completely different.
Oh, okay. Wait, so what's this one? Okay, so this is another minute of them just in voice chat, talking to Shadow, talking to Shadow. Okay, and this is when they come back. I failed to, like, get the first half, but still. Check this out now. When they come back, listen to what they say to me.
You were petting. It was somebody completely different. They have DM evidence, and that person said that you were asking to date them. They were 16 at the time. You were, I believe, in your late 20s, early 30s. That is unacceptable. I'm sorry, but we have to act appropriately. I'm sorry. So there's something completely.
And I was such in a hurry.
They asked not to share it.
I was such in a hurry to get it recorded. I had forgot to click the record mic, but you can pretty much tell what was going on by what he's saying. I'm just gonna rewind that just in case you missed it. So basically, he's literally admitting that he has not seen any evidence of what Shadow is claiming.
So there's something completely. They asked not to share it, but he has the evidence. We are not. It was somebody completely different. It was not the person that you were petting in the lobby. But we have to act accordingly. I'm sorry that we have to do this. Also, the way you were acting over there, I told you on multiple occasions.
So it's not about the person that I was petting. Yeah, he was using that for almost 10 plus months to everybody else.
Not to be speaking about bans and appeals in here, and he did it like 3 times.
That is not even related to Fricella as well.
Yeah, I kept on saying that you were fine here. We can't have something. This is a 13 plus event. We can't take any risks with you, man. I'm sorry.
I kind of forgot what I was saying.
I have to.
Yeah. Oh no, we're removing you from the Fricella because you were shouting about the pedo appeals and such when he told you 3 times to stop and you didn't. So to prevent you from causing issues in the future of our event,
like I was gonna be given the chance to later, which is pretty funny.
You will be removed. Well, he's not even to deal with any of it. By the way.
Here. Yeah, I'm not even a moderator. I'm not a moderator.
He's not a moderator. He's not an admin for anything moderation. He literally makes the TikToks and shit. That's
I'm just an
that's all.
Event and media.
You went to the wrong person for it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying here is that this is a 13 plus event, and because we have, because of your record at the Furry Hideout, we cannot take any type of, risk here at the Fricella.
With no evidence.
I mean, we have the video of you doing that to the minor. And
which apparently has no relevance, which apparently he forgot already.
I'm saying there's two. We're done here. Yeah.
You have him unblocked, right? On Discord. Send all your evidence and anything you want to Corbelle. He'll forward it to me. I'll review everything. He's unblocked you.
Oh, hold on.
On Discord.
Yes.
So. You know what? Here. I will unblock you.
All right,
on
Janie
Discord.
will take
You
care
can
of
send
this.
me all the videos and evidence, and I will review everything, and I shall see. I'll see from both sides, and I'll see what evidence you have.
I'm saying that there's 2 things going on now. One was the petting instance. A second time was in DMs between you and a miter that frequents No, there's no two videos. There's screenshot evidence that was told not to be shared from somebody that's completely different. So this is a
Because
second.
a minor
this is a second
asked Shadow to not share any of what was said in those DMs. He cannot share that information to anyone.
Which he clearly has been sharing, so I think that's enough of that video. If you want to watch the whole thing, I'll post it on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description. So, going back.
That just sounds fucked in, like, no
Yeah.
business.
So essentially, what Shadow is doing is he's like, hey, Spyro over there is a pedo. And then when people ask for evidence, he sends them 2 videos that have nothing to do with pedoism. And apparently people kind of just look at that as like, oh, okay, good enough. And don't even question it. And when the people do question it...
The only hard...
And when people do question it, he goes, "Oh well, we have another person, but she doesn't want us to share. We can't share that because it's too explicit."
The only hard evidence that they would have against you if you willingly looked at their bio and still pursued in like a naughty behavior to that individual.
Yeah, and it wasn't even naughty behavior. It was literally asking for their gender, and you could hear the person in the video that they're accusing me of being pedo to literally telling them, hey, he's not asking that, he's asking if I'm female, but they completely ignore her. And after she said, oh hey, he's asking if I'm female, you can literally hear 2 seconds later, man, that's effed up. Really?
How is that effed up?
Yeah.
I mean, there's male and female like gender roles and stuff like that. Anything else is sexuality preference, to be honest.
Yeah. And
I'm saying that as someone who's bisexual, but hey, people be people, so.
Yeah. And oh no, rewinding a little bit, he was at first he was trying to make it seem like the person in the video was saying that I was asking for sexual favors for, not realizing that that same person was in my Discord backing me up. Show a screenshot here. That literally all what happened was I was just patting them on the head, and that she has no idea what the hell Shadow was talking about because they weren't even friends. Play video here. And so when he found that out later, then he's all like, "Oh well, it completely different person said that, and we can't share." So basically, I'm being gaslighted, and I can't defend myself because Shadow doesn't want to provide who said it or what was said because it's explicit. But the first video of me petting someone else is relevant until questioned. Apparently, it's good enough to get people to sheep. But as soon as the sheep start questioning it, oh, well, there's another one, but we can't share it. Like, how effed up is that?
He's just trying to... It's fucked up. He's hiding behind his own, like, false flags in, like, a narrative. Like, oh, I gotta make sure this place is clean, even though I lied. Brr. It's just... If he has evidence... He can showcase the evidence.
Only people that kiss my ass initially upon meeting me can be in Furry Hideout. Is essentially what he's doing. / did.
He sounds like Daddy did not.
Random Stone, you didn't kiss my ass upon meeting me? Well, you're not welcome in my world.
Oh, sucks. It's not like I have hundreds of thousands of other worlds I can go to.
Yeah. So, yeah, and this has been going on for 10 plus months now, and like you saw the video with me talking to Corbelle and Janie, I had sent them everything that I just showed you, and I am still getting gaslighted. I did the appeal. They
so begged me to do, even though I knew I was going to get rejected immediately because it goes straight to freaking Shadow, which is the one that's gaslighting in the first place. So go crap that it got denied.
Is there any way that you could potentially go to like the actual publishers of VR chat, like, hey, this individual?
And that's exactly why I'm making this video, because I'm curious on what VR chat has to say about all this.
That honestly is like the logical aspect of, like, if the instance use like owner,
yeah, and the fact that I have to
going against actual TOS situations, that's on him, not
on
you.
Thank you for reminding me. Let's go back a little bit. When when I first got banned, he actually had put me into the Udon script to ban me out of, or to send me into the ban box immediately upon joining. So I couldn't even make my own private instance. Like, if I were to make a private instance of Furry Hideout, invite only, and it was only me in there, I would automatically get sent to the ban box. But later on, VR chat had made that against TOS, so he had to get rid of that. So now I can join back in, but I'm still on the ban on site. So all of his 50 plus staff team have to abide by this ban on site list. And since I'm on it, every time a staff member sees Spyro Dragon, they ban me, no questions asked, or they get demoted.
That just sounds like a terrible situation to be a part of. Like, why at that point? Why would you? What do they even get for being a moderator besides privilege? That's my question.
Fame, I guess.
Fame on the internet is lackluster, I bet.
Oh, hey, everybody, look at me. I'm a Furry Hideout staff.
I'm a poppy fur. Look at me, burr. Yeah, I'm a fucking internet. I'm a poppy fur on Telegram when it comes to stuff
I hope this video freaking does something, and hopefully it gives him. It's his world; he can do whatever he wants with it. Granted, but hopefully this is a little bit of a wake-up call to him and his freaking sheep staff, which are required to sheep or they get demoted, because if they don't kick someone that's on the ban on site list, well then.
Honestly, I think this video is
staff is taken away.
An open invitation for him to, post a reply with his evidence, like potentially quote unquote counter whatever, like.
Yeah, it will get him to actually show somebody that so-called explicit evidence that he doesn't want to share with anyone when the freaking two other evidences are questioned.
I mean, it's not hard to blur someone's name. Avatars can be found everywhere, so...
Exactly.
Blur the name.
And that's how I know he doesn't have evidence, because he would have showed it by now. Especially with when we had that moment where he was literally banning anybody that was wearing my avatar. And that would question it.
It's like banning everyone for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if he's still banning. I'm not sure if he's still harassing people for wearing my avatar in there. I think they might have chilled off on that aspect, but that doesn't refrain the fact that it happened.
It's harassment. It's harassment at this point. If they still are hindering you from accessing something that they can't control, that's now TOS.
Yeah, 10 months later.
Basically harassment at that point. Yeah. Yeah, that's borderline harassment. So you can technically get him in trouble with actual VR chat at that point.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens when I finish this video. So that's why I made this video, because I was sick of explaining it to people who would sheep off of that. And that is so mind-blowing. Like, I have never met so many people that would just go, oh, well, Furry Hideout said it, so it must be true. Because why would Shadow lie?
It's just one side of the story.
Why would a 19-year-old God complex freaking kid with 5,000 people in the Discord not have a freaking God complex and gaslight somebody because he don't like them?
It's unfortunately a new day and age we live in. So, something like this when I first joined the family,
I tried avoiding the YouTube route, as you can see in this conversation, talking with janieuwu, which is apparently like one of Shadow's friends, and corbelle, which is another admin, which also talks to Shadow. I tried avoiding this YouTube route, but he's obviously forcing my hand at it because he continues with this gaslight. And this YouTube video isn't meant to harass him or anyone. It's meant to freaking shut this gaslight the fudge down because it is so annoying when I have a friend for 10 months and then all of a sudden he meets somebody who heard that a Furry Hideout moderator say that, oh, he's being kicked out for being pedo or whatever, for them to block and remove me without question because he heard a rumor. That is so infuriating.
I think it should go for the record to prove a point that anyone that's a pedo should be fed to the wood chipper. Fuck those people.
Right.
They have no place in society.
So,
see, like the thing is,
for those who have gotten rid of me because they heard someone else say something about it, that's like me banning you or getting rid of you. Like I'm friends with you for 10 plus months now, right? Oh, well, this random ass dude that you or I don't even know said that you got banned from Furry Hideout for being pedo. You know what? Oh, you're blocked. No questions asked. That is the highest form of sheeping.
I can agree with that, yeah. It's honestly, if you're any logical human being, get all your research in a row, understand both sides, and it's like,
if you're gonna freaking let one side win via blocking someone because of what they said, at least freaking get their side of the story first, or at least freaking talk to them.
Yeah, unfortunately, most people don't think logically anymore. They're just like, oh, I just want to do blur, so...
my Furry Hideout friend said that this person isn't allowed in here. I guess I can't be friends with them now. Because why would Furry Hideout ban someone unjustifiably? Hopefully I got everything in, and I'm sorry if I missed a detail because this has been going on for 10 plus months now, almost a year. So I apologize if I forgot to include a detail that happened in X amount of months ago. However, that is everything that I can think of at the top of my head at this current moment in time.
I mean, you have the evidence to support your claim, the counter, whatever.
Okay, so when they had came back out from talking to Shadow and him saying, "Oh, it was somebody else," which is bullcrap within itself. But I was thinking, giving I'm gonna give Shadow the benefit of the doubt and say that he's not freaking lying about that he's not lying about someone telling him that, oh, hey, he was asking me for sexual favors. And so I was going to the back of my freaking exes thinking, like, who in the hell would freaking go out and do that? And so I was reminded of a toxic freaking ex about a year or 2 years ago that we had broke up because I didn't want to lie with her that her ex was a pedo. And I have a screenshot here. Show a screenshot. That she literally got mad at me for not wanting to lie with her, saying that her ex was a pedo. So that is like the only person that I can think of that would go like benefit of the doubt to Shadow, that would go to Shadow and freaking and try to, oh, Spyro asked for sexual favors, I'm 12. But the thing that's wrong with that is that was like 2 years ago. That was way before freaking Shadow. So there's no way that coincidentally she had came up to Shadow and made those claims as soon as I tell Shadow F off, I can invite whoever the hell I want to my group. And then him to harass me like that. And then so coincidentally, that person from 2 years ago goes up to Shadow and claims such a thing. So I know for a fact Shadow ain't got nothing. But like worst case scenario, he he used the video of me petting someone on the head like 5 months earlier. It's possible that he could have like hid that in his arsenal as well.
There's different ways you could possibly doctor that up to make it worse
Right.
for context than what it truly
But yeah, and the thing that also makes it sus is that he doesn't want to provide it to anyone, not even his own staff.
Yeah, that's a bit of a red flag.
So hopefully this is enough to freaking get his staff that want to believe that Shadow is in the wrong here to freaking push that evidence out. Like literally, he could block out the name, but then again, you can doctor it easier if you do that.
Yeah, there's different ways you can like doctor up a video to not show the actual individual, but still keep the context.
Yeah.
But then again, that could be tampering evidence at that point as well.
Yeah, and there ain't no way
it's
because
easy enough
it's
just
too
to blur.
coincidental. Because there was the screenshots that he was using the 2 videos of me petting someone on the head, asking for their gender, as relevant evidence to calling me pedo to multiple of my friends that he apparently didn't know were my friends as well. And then later on, when they were questioned, oh, now it's a different person. Now the 2 videos aren't even relevant, even though he would send those videos to people.
If he's claiming it's a different person, then why is it?
Yeah, why is he sending the 2 videos?
Technically, you.
Why is he telling his friends, oh, hey, Spyro's a pedo. Here's the 2 videos of him petting someone on the head and asking for their gender. Why was he pretending like those 2 were good enough? Oh, well, because now they're being questioned. Oh, I gotta make something else up. Oh, well, there's another person, but I can't share that with you because they don't want me to share it. Bull crap. You don't want to share it because you ain't got nothing. Asshole.
Yeah, it's just blowing smoke out his ass. It's at that point.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I'm making this video. So hopefully this is good enough to freaking wake the sheep up, whoever decides to sheep off of them. Freaking, oh, well, Furry Hideout staff said it, therefore it must be true. Not realizing that Furry Hideout staff have to freaking ban people that Shadow puts on the list. So that's sheeping. Just because Furry Hideout says that, oh, this person is being accused of something, doesn't mean nothing. And freaking a 40-year-old and a 30-year-old act like that's good enough. Like, oh, Furry Hideout is so reputable to where any claim they make is true, and you don't need to see the evidence. Oh, Spyro, you need to clean your image. Alright, here I am cleaning my image. Now what,
bitch? Yeah, like in any official court situation, a lot of what he's doing is more technically hearsay. If he's not providing accurate evidence. And hearsay doesn't hold shit.
Exactly. Well, apparently to some freaking gullible sheep. Which is infuriating.
That's everywhere.
Ugh. Anyway, hopefully this video freaking puts an end to this freaking nonsense. So, I've ended it now. Thanks for watching.
Has nothing against you, really. I mean, it's a he said, she said situation at that point, but you're providing a shit ton more evidence than he's willing or wanting to give.
He's essentially going, oh, hey, this person's bad, trust me. Here's two videos I took out of context, and is completely irrelevant if you actually watch it
But here, just take these 2 videos.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's good enough for you not to question.
Until he nuts up, he has to shut up. In terms of like, show your evidence or shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
People don't like knowing they're wrong.
Okay, see, the thing is,